If you've spent any time looking into automation, you've seen the name n8n, usually right next to a promise that it's free, it's better than Zapier, and it'll change how you work. So let's do the thing nobody does. Explain what it actually is, what it actually costs, and who it's actually wrong for.
I've been running my whole business on it for about 2 years, so this isn't a review from someone who opened it once. It's what I tell a friend over coffee.
Here's the plan. First, what n8n actually is in plain English. Then, how a workflow really works. Then, the honest money conversation. And at the end, the 3 people who should absolutely not use it. Let's go.
n8n is a tool that connects your apps and makes them do things automatically. That's it. That's the whole idea.
Your email lives in one place. Your spreadsheet lives in another. Your invoices, your calendar, your customer list, all separate islands. N2N is the bridge between them. You draw a line from one to the other and say what should travel across it.
If you remember one sentence from this video, make it that one. N2N is the wiring between your tools. Everything else is detail.
Now, the part people find intimidating for no reason. An n8n automation is called a workflow, and every workflow is just a chain of boxes called nodes. Each node does exactly one job, and it hands its result to the next one. The first node is always a trigger. It's the when an email arrives, when it's 9 in the morning, when someone fills out my form. The trigger is the thing that wakes the workflow up.
After the trigger come the actions, the then. Then read the email, then check if it's urgent, then write it into my spreadsheet, then send me a message. You chain them in the order a person would do them, and the machine follows that order forever. And you build it by dragging boxes and drawing lines. No code required for the vast majority of what you'll want to do. If you can describe the steps out loud, you can build the workflow.
Let's build one in our heads. Say you want every new form submission to end up in a spreadsheet, and you want a message when someone important fills it out. The trigger, a new form response. Node 2, add a row to the spreadsheet. Node 3, a condition. Is this person on my client list? If yes, Node 4 sends me a message. If no, the workflow just ends quietly.
4 boxes, maybe 15 minutes to build the first time, and then it runs every single time, forever, without you thinking about it again. That's the whole magic, and you can see there's no magic at all.
Fair question, because Zapier and Make do the same basic thing. 3 real differences, and I'll be honest about all of them.
Difference 1, you can run it on your own server. Your data never sits on someone else's machine, and you're not renting access to your own automations. For anyone handling client data, that's not a nice to have. That's the whole reason to switch.
Difference 2, the pricing model. Most automation tools charge you per task. Every time a workflow runs a step, the meter ticks. Self-hosted n8n doesn't work like that. You pay for the server, and the server doesn't care whether you run 100 tasks or 100,000.
With per-task pricing, success is expensive. The better your automations work, the more they run, and the bigger the bill gets. I've watched people cap their own automation on purpose to keep the invoice down. That's backwards.
With a flat server cost, you're free to automate everything. $6 a month, whether you run 5 workflows or 50. That single difference is why my stack is cheap.
Difference 3, and this is the one experienced people care about. When the no-code path runs out, you can drop into a code node and just write a few lines. You're never stuck waiting for the tool to support what you need.
Most tools give you a wall. n8n gives you a door.
90% of the time you won't need it, but the day you do, it's the difference between finishing and giving up. Okay, the money. Because free needs an asterisk and nobody puts it there. The software itself is genuinely free and open source. You can download it and run it today and pay nobody. But it has to run somewhere, and that somewhere costs about $6 a month for a small server. There's also a paid cloud version if you'd rather not touch a server at all. That starts around $20 to $25.
And the real cost isn't money, it's the afternoon. Setting up self-hosted n8n the first time takes a few hours if you've never touched a server. That's the honest price. Pay it once, and you own your automation forever.
Now, the part that makes this video different from every other n8n video, 3 kinds of people should not use this tool. And I mean that seriously.
Number 1, you only need one simple thing. If all you want is put my form responses in a spreadsheet, use the free tier of something simpler and get on with your life. Standing up a server for one automation is like buying a truck to carry a backpack.
The words server, Docker, and port make you want to close the laptop. That's a completely reasonable way to feel. Use the hosted cloud version or simpler tool. The self-hosted savings are not worth hating your own setup.
You're setting this up for a non-technical team. n8n is powerful, but it's built for people who like seeing the wiring. If your team needs something that just works with no visible plumbing, pay more for the friendlier tool. That's a good trade.
Notice what all 3 have in common. The right tool depends on you, not on which one is objectively best. Anyone telling you there's one winner is selling something.
So who is it for? Honestly, it's for the person who is going to keep automating. If this is your first and last automation, skip it. If you can already feel the next 5 things you'd want to hand off, learn n8n, because the 5th one will be free.
Learn it if automation is going to be a habit, not a one-off task. That's the cleanest test I've found.
And if that's you, here's the smallest possible first step. Don't self-host yet. Sign up for the free cloud trial, build one workflow that solves something genuinely annoying in your week, and let it run for a few days.
Once you trust it, once you've felt the task disappear, then move it to your own server and cut the bill to $6. Trust first, optimize second. Doing it the other way around is how people end up with a server they never use.
So that's n8n without the sales pitch. It's wiring for your tools, it's cheap if you're willing to host it, and it's genuinely the wrong choice for some people, including maybe you, and that's fine.
If you want to see exactly what I build with it, there's a video on 7 automations you can copy and another on my entire stack under $100. Subscribe for the real mechanics, no hype, and I'll see you in the next one.